This is part 2 of the video series on how to make data tables and graphs for your lab report. We're going to take our data that we created in our first video in the data table, and we're going to make a line graph with it. In order to do that, we're going to go ahead and select all of our data, and we're going to click on Insert and then Chart. It'll bring up some recommendations on charts that you want. None of these are what I want, so I'm going to go to Chart Types, and I want a simple line graph. But as you can see, they have separated out each of my data points into 2 separate lines. I do not want 2 separate lines. I want one whole line. So I want to get rid of this number of pieces gum chewed. I only want that to be used as a label. And this is my column A. I only want it to be used as a label. So I will click the Use Column A as a label. And now that kind of gets rid of that for me. You can see now the only thing that I have is the diameter of bubble left. So now all we have to do is start customizing our graph. The first thing we need to do is we need to change or add a better title. The better title would be the effect of number of pieces of gum on the size of bubble. You're welcome to change the size of your title, change the font of your title if you want. That's up to you. You can even change your background if you want. The next thing is we need to label our horizontal axis, which is also called the x-axis, or where the independent variable go, which is down below here. I'm going to title that number of pieces of gum chewed, because we've already identified that that is our independent variable. And that's done. And now we're going to add the left vertical label, which is also our dependent variable or our y-axis located right there. And the title for that is the diameter of bubble in millimeters. It is very important that we make sure that we include the units that we are measuring this by so other people are able to better understand our graph. And that is it. Now we have our table, or excuse me, our graph, and I'm going to insert that. You can move it around the page if you want. If you ever get clicked out of it and you need to edit it again, you can click this quick edit mode. It doesn't want to work for me. So we can do advanced edit on that lower arrow, and I'll bring that back up again. Sometimes you get knocked out of it and you just need to bring that back up again. So that concludes this video. The next and last video on how to make a lab report include your data table and your graph will be next.